Hello, hello, hello. This is Descended Wolf. I know I was supposed to stream yesterday. For those of you on my Patreon, or if you saw my post on Blue Sky or any of the other ones that I have access to make posts, written posts. First of all, I want to apologize for the fact that I didn't get to stream. A lot happened yesterday. Microsoft, to start it off, Microsoft decided that I was going to be forced to update 8 even though I had the updates paused and more. It caused a major conflict between my hardware due to software changes within Microsoft, which caused me to have to completely reinstall Windows on this computer. And even now, Windows is refusing to take my uh, legitimate code as legitimate. It keeps telling me I need to reactivate Windows, even though it's already been activated on this computer for years now. Um, I did contact Microsoft. I essentially got told it's not my problem. You have to buy a new one, which was the start of yesterday. Before I continue, I want to apologize if I get too heated. I'm gonna try to my best to get through this without getting too heated because I am still virulently pissed off. So the first literally 7 hours of yesterday from early in the morning till 5 6 at night, I was working on reinstalling Windows on this computer. That started happening. That was when I was like, okay, I'm done. I'll get the rest of it done another time or later on. I went to sleep. I woke up. I had a notification that some things on my Google had been changed a couple of not a couple of days ago. That morning after I'd gone to sleep, I went to log into my personal Google, which is used for all of my banking and everything, and it had been hacked. The two factor authentication had been removed. The recovery email had been removed, which cannot be done without Google's permission or my permission, and I never received anything in asking permission, and so most likely it was hacked. Um, I even went as far as to check my tablet, which has all the codes and everything for that specific email. That is where my recovery it would go to. It refused to send it to it. It didn't even recognize that I had a phone number on file for or it kept not sending it to my it kept sending it to um or it kept not sending it at all when I tried to recover. I spent 3 hours trying to recover or that getting in touch with Google, which apparently their support has gone full AI. I tried to get around that. I kept asking for a person. I spent 2 3 hours trying to get that solved to no avail, or to essentially be told by the Google AI itself that if that all didn't work, contacting us is not going to work. You have to completely remake your account. And the problem is that account handled all of my banking, all of my medical, all of a whole bunch of other things like that. And so I went into full blown panic mode, going through my first paycheck for my new job is gone. It was completely taken by the hackers. I was left with 85 fucking cents out of what I had in there. And that was my first paycheck from my brand new job. So that was fun. I don't get paid for a while. I'm still in the midst of a project and I don't get paid until that project is done. So, I ended up having to go through, change emails. I no longer, all Gmail emails except for the YouTube specific channel one is there, which I'm in the process of moving everything off of that Gmail and switching that from an actual Gmail account to just a basic Google account with a separate email address, because this is not the first time this has happened. Um, in total, since just moving to Louisiana, which I've been here for 7-8 years now, end of 2017, beginning of 2018 is when I got here. So about 6 years I've lived here, 6 or 7. And since I've been here, just here, this doesn't count any other place that I moved around to. My Google, I have lost 2 big Google personal accounts, and both of them have been overnight. It is never, I've clicked on something I shouldn't have. I put the email on something it shouldn't have. Those do not go to that. I have a public email which is used for everything else. That was the Descended Wolf YouTube channel email. That is that I'm working on getting rid of at this point. I have already gone through and gotten a couple of emails set up in a much safer, much more secure place with Proton. Shout out to Proton. Hey, if you want to help me out, I will definitely advertise your stuff. You helped me a lot during this whole thing, and shout out to my partner who has kept me as calm as my partner has been able to keep me, even with everything going on. I would have had a really bad day, even worse, if it wasn't for my partner. So thank you. So I am. Google has I've sent the information to the FBI, NSA, and a few other people that I will not name from my gray hat hacker days. Because this is a breach from within the security protocols of Google itself. It wasn't a security breach of me, it wasn't anything else. The only way all of that could happen in the time it happens is if a backdoor was exploited and gotten into in Google and used to essentially reroute the entire email, which is possible because Google's security protocols have been lacking for well over 10 years now. They're using security protocols that most people would think is on McAfee's level. And if you're a hacker, an IT, or even know computers at all, you will know McAfee itself is a fucking virus. So their security protocols is a fucking joke. If you use McAfee, I'm sorry, my professional opinion and my personal opinion kind of collide here. Don't use it. So I lost that, and the worst part was I had to go in and inform all of my medical places that I go to, which is a lot because I am chronically ill, that hey, this email was hacked. Do not use it. Um, and then the one of the bigger hits was I lost my Discord, because that was the email that the Discord was put to. I had done that on purpose to kind of avoid this issue, and this happened. So at this point, I am still, as you can see, I'm recording, but none of the stuff that was there on Sunday is there. All of it's gone. I have to rebuild my entire OBS. I have to rebuild my entire Discord. I have to rebuild my emails. I have to rebuild so much. It was 60% of my stuff was through that email, which I know I shouldn't have done as an IT professional, but it was just more convenient at the time. Now I don't care for convenience. I would rather be inconvenienced and secure over being convenienced and unsecure at this point. So I've gone through and taken the proper steps, including going as far as um, rebuilding one of my firewalls to modern standards to make sure that my house at least is as secure as it can be. I'm still in the process of rebuilding it, and I will get it done as fast as I can there. Um, Streams are going to be a bit delayed. Um, I still plan to try and stream tomorrow night. It's not. It's probably not going to look like Sunday's stream how it should be, and everything. I was able to at least save some files from the Microsoft disaster, so I have my channel profile. I've got my channel banner is gone. My mascot's still there, and the dragon and pet Senza stuff was Twitch specific, so all I've got to do is use browser. Same for the overlays, so that's a bonus. I didn't lose those, and since it is about to be October, a few things are going to happen. Repo, Subnautica, Poppy Playtime, and the Dark Occult are going to take over my streams for the next month. That is what I'm going to be playing on streams. Subnautica mainly because I view that as kind of a horror game for myself, because the sounds in it trigger that like fight or flight sometimes. So for now, I want to apologize again. I know this sucks. I almost lost my Discord, or not my Discord, my YouTube as well. That was lucky enough to be on a completely separate email. So, but heck, I even had to go in and deal with things with PayPal, which sucks. Um, so at this point, uh, there should be a stream tomorrow night. It's probably not going to be a long one. It's probably just going to be me sitting there for half an hour to an hour, maybe a little bit more, talking about what's going on, talking about updates and what's coming to the channel, and etc. But for now, thank you for listening, and I will talk to y'all next time. This is Send Wolf saying peace out, and I will see you next time. Bye.